Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. And as I keep saying, the outcome of the presidential election of 2023 has continued to reverberate across the country. Many of the things you see in Nigeria today are the outcome of that election or the fallout from that election. Now, one of the fallouts of that election was the suspension of the central bank governor, Godwin Emefiele, who is still languishing in detention, despite the fact that the court has granted him bail. And that fallout has also brought a lot of so-called reform in the Central Bank of Nigeria. And one of the latest outcome of that election was the appointment of Obazee, who attempted to sack Pastor Adeboye and other renowned clerics as investigator or special investigator of the Central Bank of Nigeria. This is a man who was sacked by President Muhammad Buhari. Tinubu has brought him back. So we're going to look at this man and what it portends going forward, and why I keep telling Nigerians they should care about who emerges as president of the country and not leave it to chance. You know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was declared the winner of the election on March 1st, 2023, and sworn in on May 29th, remains the president until the Supreme Court says otherwise. He has appointed a special investigator to probe the Central Bank of Nigeria. In a letter dated July 28, 2023, the president named the chief executive officer, the former chief executive officer of the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, Jim Obazee, as the special investigator. The president asked the special investigator to investigate the Central Bank of Nigeria and key government business entities, adding that the investigator will report directly to the president's office. The letter reads, in accordance with the fundamental objective set forth in section 15, subsection 5 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, this administration, continuing the fight against corruption by appointing you as a special investigator to investigate the Central Bank of Nigeria and related entities. This appointment shall be with immediate effect, and you are to report directly to my office. The full time of your engagement as special investigator shall be communicated to you in due course, but require that you immediately take steps to ensure the strengthening and probity of key government business entities, further block leakages in the Central Bank of Nigeria and the related GBEs, and provide a comprehensive report on public wealth currently in the hands of corrupt individuals and establishments, whether private or public. You are to investigate the CBN and related entities using suitably experienced, competent, and capable team, and work with relevant security and anti-corruption agencies to deliver on this assignment. I shall expect a weekly briefing on the progress being made. That is the content of the appointment letter of Obazee by Tinubu. Now, but it is instructive to let you know who this Obazee of a man is. What made him to be sacked by President Buhari? And why was the church celebrating when he was sacked? The church in Nigeria, why were they celebrating when he was sacked? That is the next thing we're going to talk about. But before we go into that, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now let's go into the details of this man who has been associated with a lot of controversies that Tinubu has put in charge of investigating the Central Bank of Nigeria. Because by appointing an investigator, it means like that even before embarking on the so-called reform of the CBN, the president did not do his homework. It is only now he wants to investigate. You would have thought that he would have been investigated before announcing his reforming. But just like every other policies of the present government, they are not well thought out because they were not prepared for governance, only to grab power. Now let's go. The newly appointed special investigator, Obazee, he served as the executive secretary of the Financial Reporting Council for more than 6 years, from November 2010, when he was appointed as the FRC, that's Financial Reporting Council boss, till 2017, when he was fired by former President Muhammadu Buhari. Obazee never showed any discomfort with controversies, as he made several controversial headlines. In January 2012, before he was fired by Buhari, in January 2017, before he was fired by Buhari, Obazee got entangled in controversy due to the enforcement of the Code of Corporate Governance Law. The current Central Bank of Nigeria investigator had been reappointed in 2015. He was first appointed by Jonathan and reappointed in 2015 by Buhari for another term of 4 years, which was to elapse by 2018, but was sacked in January 2017 after the controversial corporate governance law. Towards the end of 2016, the Financial Reporting Council ordered not-for-profit organizations, including churches and mosques, to comply with the Corporate Governance Code, stipulating a term of 20 years for heads of such entities. The law forced the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, who had spent 20 years as the head of the church, to name a national overseer for RCCG, Joshua Obayemi, at the time. Adeboye, however, remained the global overseer of the church during this period. So Obazee was the man that enforced the policy that removed church leaders, general overseers, or stopped them from overseeing their churches after 20 years. However, 2 days after Adeboye stepped down, and in the heat of the controversy, Buhari sacked Obazee and approved the reconstitution of the board of Financial Reporting Council. Following the development, at the time, the head of the Minister of Trade, Industry, Investment, the Minister of Trade, Industry and Investment, Constantine Ikoku, announced in a statement that the Corporate Governance Code had also been suspended for review. The FRC, or the Financial Reporting Council, under Obazee, also recommended the sack of the former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria in 2014, which was also controversial at the time. Before he was sacked, Lamido Sanusi had alleged that billions of dollars accruable to the Federation were being diverted by some persons in the management of the Nigerian National Corporation during the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan. Following Sanusi's allegation, the Financial Reporting Council accused Sanusi of financial recklessness and recommended that he be asked to step aside, which was eventually upheld by Jonathan, leading to the sacking of Sanusi as the CBN governor. After Sanusi was removed from office, he was probed by the Financial Reporting Council, but he shunned several invitations from the council and later sued the council for defamation of character. Similarly, the Financial Reporting Council under Obazee suspended Atedo Peterside as the chairman of the Stanbic IBTC in October 2015, citing infractions in the 2013 and 2014 financial statements of the bank as the reason for the decision. The council at the time directed the Deposit Money Bank to restate and to reissue its 2013-2014 financial statement. It consequently imposed 1 billion naira fine on the Deposit Money Bank. It also suspended other senior management officials of Stanbic IBTC, including the Group Managing Director, Shola David Boha, and Chief Financial Officer, among others. The council, however, lifted the suspension on the bank's management in December 2016. Obazee, a BSc holder in accounting from the University of Benin, and MSc accounting from the University of Lagos, also have a certification in strategic financial analysis for business evaluation from Harvard University, United Kingdom. Now, Why do I go to this detail for you to understand who Tinubu appointed and what it means? When Tinubu entered, he said he wanted to reform the Central Bank of Nigeria. He got the Central Bank governor arrested, and they laid all kinds of accusations against him. But the only one now we are seeing in court is about illegal possession of gun. He has not yet been charged for how he managed the Central Bank, for financial impropriety or money laundering or something like that. And it appears that it is now, perhaps, that they want to find out what he did. And Tinubu believed that the best way to do it is to appoint a special investigator. And the special investigator is somebody who had already been sacked by the Buhari administration. Somebody who many of the church leaders believed that he was out to target them in the enforcement of his mandate when he was the head of Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria. So what you are seeing now is an attempt to salvage something, perhaps to get more information, to be able to nail a method. It means ab initio, they don't really know, or they don't have the courage to identify the faults of the MFLA, which means that those who are saying that the MFLA's detention was politically motivated, may not be far from the truth. Because the MFLA ought to have been in court over infractions from his management of the CBN for about 9 years. But that's not the case. Now they have set up a special investigator who obviously will be paid by taxpayers' money. Does it mean that there are no mechanisms within the CBN for self-cleansing, for self-auditing? What you're going to see now that will play out is that this Obazee will now go to Central Bank under the authority of the president, and he will be having, and there will be issues. There will be people in the Central Bank who will not be happy that an outsider is interfering in their business. And that will be at the expense of the taxpayers. And it also shows you that, like the floating of the naira, the people that came to power claiming that they have been preparing for it for years have, by their management of financial state of Nigeria, including the CBN, shown that they are just taking baby steps and not hitting the ground running as they claim they will do. And the result is that Nigeria's financial state is getting worse. The naira was floated. Now the floating, which they receive a lot of praises for having the courage to float, is now trying to slip out of their hands. And now they are going to they are now trying to protect the naira again, which is what you get when people grab power for power's sake. And this man that have been appointed He has had a lot of issues that people that made Buhari to sack him. But he has been brought back, given a lifeline. But to wait and see what the outcome of his investigation will be. But many Nigerians can bet, no matter the outcome of his investigation, it's not likely to make the naira to strengthen against the dollar or any of the major world currencies anytime soon. But why I made this video is for you to understand who this man is, who is investigating the Central Bank of Nigeria. Ostensibly seeking for where they will nail Godwin Emefiele. To me, that is all it is about. How to find something against Emefiele. I don't see this as how to make naira stronger at the forex market. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.